Ever since Kyle Rittenhouse's innocence was recognized and upheld by a judge and a jury who did their duty and acquitted him, people who cannot fathom the notion of not being helpless have been screaming at the sky. This woman is no exception. She is particularly angry that people are celebrating this mad lad, that due to our support, he is being recognized as the absolute legend that he is.
Because a third of this country has turned this teenage murderer into a star.
As he so deserves. He was utterly demonized in the media, and this is the reaction that you get from us as a result. Your ilk sought to turn this brave, courageous, civically minded boy into a murderer through your lies. Watch the video footage. Every single person that he shot had attacked him. He did not open fire into a crowd, shooting indiscriminately. Rather, he showed incredible restraint, firing only upon those who were actively attempting to do him harm.
This isn't some traumatized boy weeping hysterically on the stand after being forced to shoot 3 people. This is a right-wing media darling, kicking back, having some laughs, shooting off his opinion about basketball and girls.
Good. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. The media attempted to demonize him in the eyes of the public, doing their best to crucify him in the court of public opinion. It is because of this that this young man must be celebrated, as he is a symbol of triumph over the corrupt media caste. He is proof that justice has not completely died in this country. You have not succeeded in stamping it out.
He's not laying low and starting his life over like his lawyer suggested. He's capitalizing, riding high.
There is no moral obligation to do whatever lawyers tell you to do. They are useful for legal counsel, but they are not infallible priests of some religion that we are all obligated to follow. He has every right to capitalize on his newfound celebrity, and he is, in fact, doing something noble by doing so, as he is raising awareness regarding the need for ensuring that corrupt prosecutors do not continue to get away with unscrupulously playing with innocent people's lives. He should have never been charged in the first place, and every moral American left in this country knows it.
He's exactly the guy we all knew he was. The boy in the free as fuck t-shirt throwing the white power symbol, and he's out here devouring his 15 minutes of fame like George Zimmerman signing Skittle bags.
The guy that we all knew he was. Who's we all? Delusional people who believe that the universal okay symbol is a white power symbol? You are unhinged. Rational people are not a part of your community of we all. We all, in your tongue, translates to irrational imbeciles who have utterly lost any grasp upon reality whatsoever.
And it's sick. And you can say we shouldn't talk about it. We should just ignore them and stop giving them the attention that they crave. But so far, ignoring bad behavior hasn't made it go away. It just keeps getting worse.
You make a lot of assumptions regarding what is good and bad behavior. These assumptions are rooted in your moral presuppositions. While I doubt that you, politics girl, possesses the wherewithal to do so, I shall lay forth this challenge to you nonetheless. Validate your moral premises. Demonstrate that it is immoral to defend yourself against violent criminals who mean to do you harm. Until you do so, you have no right to speak of things as being good or bad, as you have no rational basis upon which to make value judgments whatsoever.
They're like gremlins. They multiply in the dark. I think we have to shine the biggest spotlight, not on Kyle, but on the people who are promoting Kyle.
Yes, and of course, you add a bit of dehumanization into the mix. I may be a gremlin, but what are you? You are a misled fool, a blind, unthinking fanatic, and a spineless coward. You lack the intellectual honesty to make an assessment based upon the facts. You lack the necessary integrity to engage in moral reasoning so as to realize that your ethical understanding of the situation is entirely backwards. You lack the moral fortitude to realize the truth that human beings have a right to defend themselves against those who seek to do them harm.
Because even if you don't see this kid as a murderer, even if he is just someone who unfortunately had to kill 2 people in self-defense, why would he be a celebrity? Why would we all be interested in what he thinks of LeBron James or the size of a girl's butt?
Why not? I see no reason why he shouldn't be hailed as the hero that he is. Kyle did absolutely nothing morally wrong. If your issue is that he was in Kenosha, I respond by pointing out that the mob that attacked him were also in Kenosha. What gives them the right to be there, but not him? Was it the fact that he possessed an AR-15? I see nothing immoral about that. Was it his choice to defend businesses from vandals and looters? That was noble in the eyes of any who believe that theft and destruction of property are wrong. You have no argument whatsoever to defend your stupid belief that Kyle is some sort of monster. And as such, I see no reason why those of us who support him should refrain from doing so. I donated both to his bail fund and to his defense fund. Cry some more.
Why is he speaking at a political conference? What's his speech going to be about? Killing people you don't agree with? Getting away with murder? White privilege? Our broken justice system?
Kyle Rittenhouse is not a murderer. Murder is the wrongful killing of innocent people. That is not what happened here. Rittenhouse was well within his rights to defend himself, and the people that he killed were far from innocent. White privilege is a racist lie, pushed by those who would rather that we judge people based upon what group we can associate them with, rather than based upon their own individual merits. There is no such thing as white privilege. You are not automatically privileged if you appear to be white, and you are not automatically oppressed if you appear to be black. The fact that you and people like you continue to push this ideological nonsense is sickening and reprehensible. That is, to anyone who holds that people should be judged, not upon the color of their skin, but rather based upon the content of their character.
Making this child a hero is sociopathic. America has made celebrities out of a lot of people who have no business being celebrities, but this is a hideous new low.
Why? You have presented absolutely no reasons whatsoever demonstrating this to be the case.
And if you're still supporting the team that's encouraging this behavior, you've lost your way.
If your way is the way that I've lost, then I am overjoyed. In truth, I've never been one to follow your way. Give me any way, but the ways of those who desire that we live upon our knees as serfs and slaves. I continue to proclaim that man is born with a right to be free, and it is from this right of personal sovereignty that we can derive all other rights, including the right to arm yourself in the defense of yourself and your loved ones.
The good people of America are disgusted by this depravity and firmly reject the continued debasement of our country and its values. Do better, because this is gross.
You are not the good people of America. You do not have any grasp whatsoever upon what goodness is. You are the ones who have debased our country and its values. This nation was founded most fundamentally upon the notion that we are born as sovereign over ourselves. That unchecked government power that is unanswerable to the people is wrong and is to be removed. That by establishing our own government, we have not surrendered one iota of our individual sovereignty. You do not lose your own individual right to defend yourself by establishing a government to assist you in this endeavor. The proper purpose of government is to protect virtuous people from the encroachments of vile, pernicious individuals who seek them harm. The proper purpose of government is to punish those who commit wrongs against the innocent. You would have us live underneath a government that has utterly stripped us of our rights and our freedoms, whilst failing to punish evildoers who seek us harm. You may believe yourself to be good, but you are sorely mistaken.